This is a TalkStation original podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Paper Boys podcast. I'm JJ Smith. Mr. Zach Nally is on vacation. He's down hanging out with Mickey Mouse. So I'm flying solo today. We are continuing our basketball previews, and although this one is a little late, but we're getting it in finally. Today joining us is Croatan boys basketball coach John Humphrey. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm not entirely upset that we are getting this one in late because although Cougars are already, what are we 4 games into the season?
Yes, sir.
You haven't really been the Cougars except for the last 2 games because finally, you got Kenny McBride, who was helping lead the Cougars football team to the 4th round of the football playoffs as the quarterback and the kicker. And he's only joined you for the last 2 games. So now that you know what your team really looks like, you kind of got the real product out on the court. Tell us what we can expect from Croatan this season on Tuesday and Friday nights mostly.
Well, ironically, I can't tell you that because I don't know. We really have no practices, so we're flying by ear right now.
Okay.
And it's a little new system, so everybody got to learn. Kenny knows most of it. However, before he got here, you forget about Tyler, who played soccer, so they played it to the 3rd round.
Right.
And I know everybody's dealing with this, but I'm talking about my problems now.
And those are the ones that matter, right?
Right. So when he finally gets back, one of my guards that was playing a whole lot of minutes in the summer, he has a skin irritation, so he had to go sit down. So now I get one and one leaves. So now I got a big who's playing on the wing in practice. Okay. So I finally get him back, and Gavin, which is a big piece of our team, gets his wisdom tooth pulled. So practice isn't really practice, and then we get 2 days of practice in. All right, we can make this work, and here comes Cannon. So it's like it's a problem, a good problem to have, but our true identity we do not know or do not have it yet. That cohesiveness, we definitely don't have it yet. And with the games pushed back, it's 3 games a week.
You've been playing musical chairs, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the joy of it sometimes.
Well, I got to see you last night at East Carteret. One thing that stood out to me right off the bat is while you don't have like a huge center. So when I say you have a big team, it's not that deal. But overall, the overall height of the team, you got a pretty solid big team there. I was kind of impressed. We don't see a lot of teams in Carteret County that have a lot of height like you've got.
This is the biggest team I've had since I've been here, and probably the biggest team people have seen. Only one I've seen probably West when Mark was there. They was pretty big all the way around. But we're not as big per se as one person, but I think collectively we're just as big, if not bigger.
Yeah, you got a lot of 6'3", 6'4" kids, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, when the musical chairs end or to use another metaphor, when we stop flying the plane as we're building it, when we finally get it done and finished, what do we think will look like? What do we think we'll see out there?
A combination of both, man. I want to play fast, and I also want to slow the ball down, so just depending on who we're playing. But a lot of ball movement and a lot of togetherness, man. You see a lot high intensity. Like, intensity means a lot. So I think that we're deep. We're deeper than we've ever been. Now, I ain't saying we're going to be better. I don't know. I just know that we're deeper than we've been. So now we can play a little faster because we can sub more and not really have a big drop-off. So I'm excited about that. Now, that's what I'm hoping to see now. It ain't game day, so we'll find out in game day. But right now, as we have a day off, that's what I'm hoping to happen.
Yeah, versus East Carteret, it looked like you were a pressing team, and so kind of getting up and down the floor, turning defense into offense. So that'll be the team you see some nights, and then based on the matchup, you might slow it down and score a lot less, huh?
Yes, sir, man. I'm taking pride in building this team that we can win both ways. You're not going to be able to get up and down the court all the time, and sometimes it won't be in your best interest to, because some teams might do it better than you. And most teams that run can't play half court. Well, I won't say can't. not very well at playing half court, so we can take pride in being able to play both ways.
Well, kudos on managing this roster with the in and out and the injuries and the football and soccer team going deep in the playoffs and waiting on players. Lost the first game of the year by 5 points to Topsail, but have rattled off 3 wins in a row since then, including a little payback with Topsail. I'm sure you got to be happy with the fact that you've been able to get some wins despite the turnover.
Yes, I am, and that first game at Topsail was a good team, but it just shows y'all inexperience, as in we got experience as grade-wise, but not as playing on the court-wise. I mean, we played terrible that game, and with 2 minutes to go, we had the lead by 1, and we committed 4 straight turnovers. So it's the little things like that. So I know we're not there yet. It's just tough with this new RPI system. Hard to drop games early because conference champs don't mean nothing and all this other stuff. So I try to worry about only things I can worry about, but it did feel good to be able to revenge and get that win back. And, you know, we did it without Cannon, and we did it without Kenneth, who came in. So the guys played hard, and we just had to steady the ship until Cannon got back.
Obviously, we lose a lot of production from last year's team in Trey Jones and Jaden Hilliard, who it felt like they had been in the starting lineup for about 5 years. Felt like they got an extra year of eligibility there somewhere. I mean, they were just – I feel like I wrote their names as much as I wrote my name over the last 5 years. What was the thoughts coming into this year, losing them, knowing that you were going to really have to fill those spots?
I thought was to call the high school association, see if I can get a red shirt year, but October year or something. Gavin's put in a lot of work this summer. Tyler's been working hard. Daniel, a lot of people don't know, Daniel's on the JV team last year, and Joseph, who came up, they 2 sophomores. They've been working, and I told everybody, you can't replace Trey, you can't replace Jaden and the things they meant for the team, and I don't need you to. I need you to be yourself. And collectively, I think we can get it done, if not, and produce a little more, maybe even more productive. So, I mean, we got multiple people trying to do what 2 people did. So I'm hoping that Jaden, I think, is going to be a little harder just because of the floor game, getting everybody involved, making sure everybody in the right spot. Like, that's something you can't teach. You got to want to do that. Trey was magnificent scoring and doing everything, but everybody wants to score. Now, Trey's defense is what we're going to miss. So, but collectively, hopefully, defensively, we can get better as a team. That's all the way around. Like, Trey covered up a lot of holes people don't understand, but our bigs are starting to do a great job, and our guards coming in are starting to learn the scheme. So it's going to be tough, but I think that we're going to be up for the task. And if you look across the board, 2025, that graduate class hurt a whole lot of people, wasn't just Croatan. So
yeah. Cougars go 17-8 last year. They go 5-5. They finished 4th in the 6-team Coastal Conference. I should note that in addition to missing Trey and Jaden, that also missing James Clemens, who was also a real contributor, right? Oh my God,
he does all the stuff that didn't show up in the stat sheets that I love. He will run through a wall for you. If I had 2 or 3 of him, I'd be on cloud 9 right now.
We've mentioned, Cannon finally joining the team. He was second on the team last year with about 21 points a game. Led y'all in rebounds with 8. Tied for first in steals with almost 3. Tell us about Cannon and what kind of player he is this year compared to what he was last year.
Well, Cannon's game changed last year when we got together and we just talked about it. He has to be more than a 3-point shooter. Like, that's too easy to guard. So I challenged him, and when I say go above and beyond. Matter of fact, I think I gave him a most improved award, if that makes sense. People understand. But Cannon, as you just said, he averaged 8 rebounds a game as a guard. So, and he stepped in and shot his mid-range shot, and now he's not a 3-point shooter. He's a complete basketball player. So that's a little harder to game plan from. So you run him off the 3-point line, he'll shoot the mid-range. He can post up. He can go get offensive rebounds. So I think you're going to see a whole lot more of that. But where his role is going to change, he's going to have to be more of the leader. He's the vet now. He has to be more of a leader and get everybody in their spots, and might sacrifice a little bit early on in the game to make sure everybody else get their touches and get where they need to be before, he had to take over a game.
Tyler Thorpe, who we mentioned, had a really good soccer season. Evan Carlson and Gavin Zing, they were 6th, 7th, and 8th in scoring last year. Those numbers are going to be bumped up quite a bit as far as the ranking of scoring on the team, right?
They better be. Yes, sir.
But those are guys who were in the rotation last year. This year, those guys are either starting or getting big minutes, and you'll count on them a lot, I understand.
Yes, Gavin, like I said, he's going to surprise a lot of people. And I had that same conversation with him as a retainer, so now he's turned into a more all-around player, especially on the defensive side. As I alluded to earlier, that's the biggest thing we're losing out of Trey. I know everybody saw his scoring, but their defensive side. So Gavin is trying to pick up his defense, he's doing a great job. Evan is doing a wonderful job coming in. Well, he starts, but playing bigs, and he has to sometimes play guards. He did a great job of getting himself in shape. I helped him out some, too. Getting in shape so he can guard. Because, like I said earlier, we're bigger than most teams. So that means that he's going to have to guard some smaller people that's quicker. So he really took time to learn how to play defense and guard people, and he's rebounding very well. So his game is stepped up a lot, and we're really going to need it.
Yeah, Gavin's already, again, early going, but he's already second on the team, almost 12 points per game, which is, quite a bump from last year when he was averaging 3. So definitely a lot of improvement there. Tell us about these sophomores and Mr. Taylor and Mr. Aviles. Is that how you say it? Aviles?
Yes. Daniel is going to be a great point guard. He's still coming into himself. He's still trying to figure out his role and his niche. It's totally different from the JV. He has to learn. He goes 0 to 100. And you see, he's going to go. So he got to learn how to pace himself. But once he does, he's going to be amazing. Joseph is arguably the second best scorer. You can go 2A and 2B between him and Gavin. He's going to surprise a lot of people that score that basketball. And he's a great talent. And he's also 6'3". So you got a sophomore that's 6'3" that can score the basketball. That's huge for us. So now the physicality, he's going to get him a little bit, but I'm throwing him in the fire. So he's going to shock a whole lot of people, like, who is this kid? And I'm just going to sit back and smile.
Yeah, sophomore Joseph Taylor, already averaging 10 points a game. So be nice to watch him for the next 3 years and see how he develops, right?
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Yeah. Matthew Crittenton, who's been your big guy the last couple of years, and just continues the theme of size. He's about 6'6", 200, and really, like I said, a rarity in Carteret County to have that kind of size at the center position.
Right, and Matt has been here 3 years. He's been in the system 3 years, and he's grown very much, man. He's grown a lot, as in, I'm not height-wise, I'm just saying basketball knowledge and being around the team, as in being that leader, learning how to take yourself out of the game and don't try to push it too much. And really, he thinks he's helping, but he's really hurting the team. To come to me and share things. So he's grown a lot. He's really going to help us. Like, he's anchoring everything down. I think East Duplin, I know he has 7 blocks. I think Topsail, he had 5 blocks. So he's really anchoring everything down.
Got a big junior class in Cannon McBride and Gavin Zing, and how about these other juniors, James Bale and Brody Clapp?
Brody has came a long way. Brody listened to me. It was tough. Brody sacrificed himself and sacrificed a whole lot of minutes to come to varsity last year instead of playing the whole game on JV. And I think, did he play a lot? No, he didn't play as much as I wanted him to. He was also dealing with an injury. But being around the guys, practicing every day, I think that really boosts his confidence. And now he's out here, he's playing some good basketball. He's like James of the team of last year. He's doing the dirty work, but also he scores a little better than James, and he can defend on the perimeter just like James. And I got him at least 2 more years, so that's a great thing.
And I remember writing up that first game versus Topsail. Y'all kind of had a fourth quarter barrage there of 3-pointers. Bale hit a couple of 3-pointers. He must have a decent outside shot, huh?
He does. James, when he gets his feet set, he shoots it very well. So now we're just working on getting your feet set. So sometimes he just catch it and just shoot it. And that's the difference between JV and varsity. You have to be set. And I told him you don't have a lot of time to shoot on varsity. I think he took it literally. So we're working through the spacing and the timing and how to find the shot. But, we needed some shots, and I put him in the game. And I said, hey, that's your time. He knocked down 2 real quick. He can get hot quick.
We got a new look Coastal Conference this year. Obviously, we've gone from 3A to 5A, 6A. We lost White Oak. We bring in Havelock and Northside Jacksonville. We've also still got Swansboro, West Carteret, Dixon, and Richlands. We've got a couple games into the year. I know you've probably scouted West on some nights when you didn't have a game. I know you've gone on Max Preps and looked at some of these teams and how they've done so far. Give us a little breakdown of the conference. How you think it's going to go this year?
Conference is a tough conference. Tough conference. And for everybody who says not, look at our football teams. We had 2 in the Final Four, and then now we got 1 playing now. So it's a tough conference. Havelock, they're always going to be so athletic. West is very good. Will does a great job with them. Northside is very good. I know their coach, they're very good. And contrary to everybody believes, the way I roll and I say, Swansboro's still the champ, so everything got to go through them. And as you see, they 4-0. They're not laying down.
Yeah.
So it's going to be some good basketball around, and I'm excited. And the guys are going to have to be ready if they want to compete in this conference.
Yeah, I think people who aren't in the know probably looked at Swansboro last year with all those seniors and the run they had made the last few years and thought they were just going to fall off a cliff. But, man, that JV team had been rolling, hadn't it?
Yes, they have. And I told everybody that. Nobody will listen to me. I said, hey, that JV team has been rolling.
And Will Kennon's a big Dixon fan. He says that Dixon team you see this year is not going to be the Dixon team you've seen the last few years.
Oh, it's not. I know that coach. We talk all the time. He's done a tremendous job with them. Them boys, we scrimmaged this summer, and I just went and complimented him. I told him anything he needs from me, let me know. I am just shocked in how much he prepared and how he got them boys working together. It's amazing. They the team you better watch out for.
and Northside kind of reminds me of them in the sense that they weren't very good last year. They only won 5 games, but brought back everybody. So they're another team that should be on the upswing, don't you think?
Northside going to be very good. And they're
Yeah.
a real coach. Like I said, I know the coach. They're going to be very good. They're going to be good for some years. They got young pieces. They're very young.
Yeah.
But they can play. So, like I said, you don't want to miss no games this conference. Any given night, it's going to be some great games. I think it's going to be a whole lot better than people think.
Yeah. All right, Coach. We appreciate your time, and we're going to see you out there this winter on the court. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.